The village had no walls, only paths worn smooth by bare feet and memory. It sat between a river that sang in the mornings and a hill that caught the last light of the sun. People said the village was poor, but those who lived there never used that word. They had water that tasted like rain, children who laughed without fear, and nights filled with drums that spoke to the stars. The diamond was found by accident. A boy named Sephu was chasing a lizard near the riverbank when he slipped and fell. His hands landed on something sharp and cold. At first, he thought it was glass left behind by travelers. When he washed it in the river, the stone caught the sunlight and threw it back brighter than the sky. Sephu ran home, breathless, not knowing he had just changed the fate of everyone he loved. The elders gathered beneath the old fig tree. They turned the stone slowly, its light dancing across their wrinkled hands. Some said it was a blessing. Others felt a quiet fear settle in their bones. The oldest woman in the village, Mama Nala, did not touch the diamond. She only looked at it and said, "Some things shine because they are hungry." Within weeks, strangers arrived. They came in clean clothes and loud vehicles that frightened the goats. They spoke softly but carried documents filled with heavy words. They promised a clinic, a school with real desks, and jobs for every strong hand. They said the diamond beneath the village was small, harmless, barely worth noticing. All they needed was permission. The first explosion came at dawn. It shattered the hill and woke the spirits. Dust rolled through the village like a curse. The river turned cloudy, then silent. The fig tree cracked down the middle, as if it could no longer hold the weight of what was coming. People were told to move, just for a little while. Progress needs space, the strangers said. Homes were marked with red paint. Graves were not spared. The diamond left the village in a padded case, guarded like a king. It crossed oceans and borders. In a distant city, it was cut and polished until it lost all memory of the river, the boy, the hill. It was sold for a price so high it could not be spoken aloud without shame. It ended up on the finger of a woman who admired its beauty but never asked where it came from. Back in the village, nothing shone anymore. The promised school was never finished. The clinic became an empty building with locked doors. Jobs lasted only as long as the digging. When the earth was exhausted, the machines left. What remained were holes filled with dirty water, land that refused to grow crops, and a silence heavier than grief. Sephu grew older watching his home disappear piece by piece. He remembered the day he found the diamond and wondered if he should have thrown it back into the river. Mama Nala died one dry season, and with her went many stories, but not the truth. Years later, a visitor came, this time not to take, but to listen. Sephu told the story. He spoke of the river, the fig tree, the explosion, the empty promises. He did not raise his voice. He did not ask for pity. The story traveled, and somewhere far away, in a room full of light, the diamond caught the sun again. For the first time, it did not look beautiful. It looked heavy, because some wealth is measured not by how much it shines, but by how much it destroys.